What's going on, Lock City? Today we have a very special episode. We have our 50th episode of the JuiceBox, and we're coming at you with some picks from myself, Wighty, Trey, Lenny, and possibly a couple other Lock City analysts. Before we get into this, I just want to mention to you guys that you can join our premium tier Discord at wap.com/lockcity for only $5 per month. Get you access to every cheat sheet every day across all active major sports, access to our premium picks from all 9 of our pro cappers, and tons of sports-specific and stat-specific data points on a daily basis to help you become a better sports bettor. That's wap.com/lockcity. Get instant access for only 16 cents a day. Additionally, if you want some of the best odds in the industry, check out thunderpick.io. You can use our promo link tinyurl.com/lcthunder to get a 100% deposit bonus up to $600 on your first deposit. They accept majority of cryptocurrencies and credit card and Visa debit. All right, like I said, we have a very special episode on our hands here. We have the 50th episode of the Juice Box presented by Lock City. This was a project that was many months in the making. To finally get this thing going, it was a very big accomplishment for us, and we're very happy to see the success that it has brought so far, and the success that it can bring in the future. Like I said, you're going to hear from a few of our pro cappers today: me, Wighty, Lenny, Trey, and possibly a couple other ones. We're here just to basically give you guys a little analyst parlay. We're going to each give you our own picks for today. Lock them in, put them on a parlay piece. You know how we go with these analyst parlays. They usually always cash. So for me, tonight, I might get some hate for this one, but I'm going to take the Washington Capitals for Game 3 against the Montreal Canadiens. I know they're traveling back to Montreal. I know how the Bell Center is for the Habs and the Habs fans, when they're there, especially in a playoff game. But surprisingly, the Caps are coming into this one as the favorite at -120. The Habs could win this. I just can't see it happening. They've been making too many mistakes on the defensive end when it comes to guarding Ovi, protecting the puck, protecting the crease. I just think it's bad news for them. I don't think they're gonna. They might come out with a win in Montreal, but I don't think it's gonna be tonight. I'm taking the Washington Capitals -120 money line. That's my pick for the 50th episode special. Stay tuned, guys, for all the picks and information from our other cappers coming up later here. And that's it for me, Munz. Best of luck to all of you guys today in your bets, and you'll hear from me in the next podcast.
Yeah, man, I gotta agree with you there. I think Washington has looked obviously like the much better team through the first two games, of the series here. I agree. They're gonna take a commanding 3-0 lead here tonight in Montreal. They'll get that big win on the road and look to close out the series here in Game 4. I think that's a strong first pick for our analyst parlay. And let's toss it over to Lenny, see what he's got.
This is Lenny B with a pick from the Juice Box for Friday, April 25th. We got PSG playing Nice in a Ligue 1 match. They're coming in fast and furious, and PSG have played 4 matches in 10 days with all their Champions League stuff going on. So they're getting pretty tired, and BTTS is hitting a lot for them. It was hitting a lot for them already. Now it's hitting for them in just about every match. They've seen BTTS hit in 8 of their last 10. Nice has seen BTTS hit in 7 of their last 10. And the data is showing about a 77% chance of this happening. That would be about -335 if you're looking at odds, implied odds. And we can get this on Bet365 at -150. And I can't run fast enough to go press the bet button on this. So that's PSG versus Nice, both teams to score for Friday, April 25th at -150 on Bet365. You can find it for about -155 to -160 on other books, but Bet365 is the best one I can find right now. Enjoy.
I love that pick. I think PSG Nice, great opportunity, obviously, like you said, for both of these teams to score here. And yeah, Bet365 definitely going to be the best bang for your buck on this prop. It looks like on FanDuel it's down to -215. It's -225 on DraftKings, and it's sitting comfortably on Bet365. So far these two lines on Bet365 bring you to about +200, whereas on FanDuel it brings you to +165 currently. So depending on your book availability, obviously you may be limited here, but If you can, let's build this parlay here on Bet365. You're getting a much better bang for your buck. I think those are a great first two legs here. Let's pass it over to Trey for a third leg, and then I'll wrap it up with a fourth and final pick.
What's up, JuiceBox? Trey here, popping in with my pick for the Analyst Parlay. I'm going with a pick from the Mets-Nationals game today. Cody Samuel on the mound for the Mets, and Jake Irvin going for the Nationals. I'm going to go ahead and take the Mets first 5 money line in this one. I'm seeing that at around minus 150 at various books. I really like the Mets to get the job done here in the first half with this pitching matchup. Cody Senga has been off to a great start on the year so far, and I think that the Mets bats continue to stay hot. Senga has an ERA of just .79 to start the year, and I think he keeps runs off the boards, especially early in this game, giving the Mets offense a chance to do their job and bring some guys around the bases. The Mets so far this season are 11-8-3 on the first 5 money line, but they are 9-2-2 at home, and they get the job done more times than not. So we're going to go ahead and lock that in for my leg on this Analyst Parlay. Mets first 5 money line, minus 150. All right. Thanks, guys. Let's make this a great one. Peace.
Thanks, Trey. Love that pick. I think that's a great third leg here. So we're going to lock in New York Mets first 5 money line. If you're on Bet365, that's bringing the parlay up to about plus 420 now. And if you are on FanDuel or similarly DraftKings, they have pretty similar odds. That brings you to about plus 324. That's also a nice transition into my play because I'm also going to be taking a first 5 money line here. So for mine, I'm going to be targeting this Cincinnati Reds and Colorado Rockies game. A stark contrast in starting pitching. We have Andrew Abbott on the mound for the traveling Cincinnati Reds. He's 2-0 so far this year. He's got an ERA of 1.64, sub-1 whip. Well, way sub-1, 0.64 whip. He's pitched 11 innings so far this year. He's got 16 Ks. Rocky's always a strikeout-prone team. I think he'll get a lot of those done, but I also think they handle them pretty easily over the first 5 innings. Kyle Freeland is 0-4 so far to start the year. It's obviously very tough pitching in Colorado, but nonetheless, he's got an ERA of 4.85, a whip of 1.27. He's not been pitching that great. He's only given up 1 home run so far this year, but I think that's going to change tonight with Cincinnati. We saw Cincinnati 4 or so games ago. It was a series before last one. They absolutely blew out the Baltimore Orioles with a 24-run outing. They've been putting up runs pretty consistently. Against Miami there, they put up 3 runs, and then 5 runs for a total of 11 over the course of 3 games while they were on the road there. The Colorado Rockies struggled against Kansas City in terms of putting up runs. They've obviously struggled so far this season. They are 4-20 on the year, absolutely abysmal. And then even prior to that, their last series at home against Washington, they struggled to put up a lot of runs here. So I feel really great about Cincinnati here in the first 5. It made the MLB best bet sheet. It's probably also going to make its way over to the max play of the day unless I shift to Tigers first 5 for that, maybe just to spice it up a little bit. But this is by far one of my most comfortable plays of the day. That's going to be the Cincinnati Reds first 5 money line. So if we throw all of this together, let me just find Cincinnati here on each respective book. If we're working on FanDuel/DraftKings, Cincinnati is minus 118 on the first 5. That's going to bring the parlay up to plus 684 on FanDuel. Looks like about the same on DraftKings, a little bit less, plus 652. And then over here on Bet365, it looks like we're at about plus 780. So if you can grab this on Bet365, going to be your best option. If not, FanDuel, DraftKings, perfectly fine. If you can grab a boost on either of these books and spice this up a little bit more, especially on FanDuel or DraftKings, that's going to bring the odds a lot more comparable to what we are seeing on Bet365. So in sum, our 4 legs for this Analyst Parlay for the special 50th episode are going to be Washington Capitals money line, PSG and Nice, both teams to score, New York Mets first 5 innings money line, and Cincinnati Reds first 5 innings money line. I think those are a great 4 legs. Super excited to see this cash here, bring you guys some money just before the weekend on our 50th episode. And you know we're going to do this definitely going forward on every big benchmark episode. So stay tuned for the 100th. We'll try and get a spicier parlay going, maybe get an extra couple legs on there. But to start it off for the 50th, want to bring you guys some cash here. I think this is a great first 4 legs to get started. So good luck to everybody with your bets this weekend, especially tonight for everybody tailing this. We'll, in the Discord server, be sure to drop the link for it. So again, if you're not in the premium tier, wap.com/LockCity, only 16 cents a day. That comes out to $5 a month. By far the cheapest thing you're going to find in terms of sports betting. And we also have all the content you need. So it's, I don't want to say it's a stupid decision, but if you're not in Lock City, you might want to reconsider some of your sports betting choices there. Definitely the place to be. Tons of content, tons of plays, tons of profit. wap.com/LockCity, 16 cents a day. See you guys tomorrow for the next pod. Peace.